I have two interesting rocks I picked up on this last trip. That stuff. And that stuff. I just want to see what it's like. I don't really know. I mean, you could look at the outside of these. I'll try the small one first. Take some flakes off. Nice and green in there. Cool. This stuff, let's see. Got some damage in there. Let's get rid of it. Whenever you come across damaged parts, just get rid of it as quick as you can. You don't want to deal with it for the most part. You can see in here, see that brown right there? A good way to get rid of it. If you're indirect, put it in there and blow it off. Looks nice flakes though, look at that. This stuff is much higher quality. Just has some issues. Cracks. So I see multiple cracks in this. You could see them all. See them all? There's one going from here to here. There's two here. So I'm attacking the spots that look not so good. Like there's cracks in here going across, and I'm going to try to get rid of most of that, and we're going to be left with a rectangle. See that? There's a little bit more crack left. I'm going to try to get rid of that as well. Now I know a lot of knappers want to see points that are big, or knife blades, big dovetails, stuff like that. But what do you guys think of these little points? Do you like seeing them be made as well? I like making them. All right. junk in there. It's working though. Okay. Feel like I should probably go tighten up this copper nail, but it seems okay for the time being. Just shaping. This is the same stuff that I killed that rabbit with. Norman Scale Chert. Went entirely through the rabbit. I won't get into details in this video though, but if anyone's curious, I could talk about that in a different video. Most important thing for me, looks-wise, on my points, is that I get the flakes to go all the way across on both sides. I don't like leaving spots that are bare. Funky point. Gotta thin this side. I've mentioned this in other videos, but hunting points here have to be 7/8 of an inch wide with 2 cutting edges. This is quite difficult. Damn. I'm trying, guys. This spot keeps crushing. Alright, usually what I do when I start getting wonky shapes is I'll straighten it out with the pressure flaker. And kind of grind it so I could get a better vision of what I'm doing here. And then I could see where stuff still has to be thinned and where I have to shape it. Alright. Actually, we're gonna go back to this. get rid of some of this thickness if we can. There we go. Do you see how that dust comes up with it? When you see that dust like that, it's usually a problem in the stone. Like a crack is nearby. So that's your warning sign for chill out on the thinning. Now if I come in from the other side, hopefully it don't break, because I still want to thin that spot. Now since I saw that dust, I'm a little nervous. All right. There we go. That thinned it. The sand stuff is kind of holding things up as expected. All right. How many of you guys hunt with your points? Just curious. Maybe I'll make a poll. Sandy stuff in the corner. It's messing me up. See what I'm doing? There's a crack right in here that I could see. All right, now how to straighten this? This is a extremely crooked point, right? A little bit better. Getting there. Getting there. This spot's a little thick, but I think there's a problem in there. So let's take a risk. See if we could get rid of some of that mess. A little better. See that? All right. Back to shaping. This is the best we're gonna get on the tip. Just make it a little sharper. That is good. All right, I'm gonna go for like a meadow wood on this, or maybe a Vosberg. Kind of just seeing what the stone wants to be down here because all that sand deposits or whatever that is. All right, I only got about a minute left recording time, so make a decision quick. I'm gonna go with Vosberg. All right. See flakes all the way across on a flake, small spall. Not too bad. Yes, that would kill. That is sharp as heck. And the edges are sharp as heck too. So this is good material for hunting. This stuff is sturdy. It's not as brittle as the other stuff. Just a comparison. I know this was from the last video. See? to that. Two rocks laying right next to each other. Wow, look at that. I actually got a bunch of this stuff, so well used hammerstone. This thing's about to break on me. Let me see if I could just take a flake off of this. Take a flake off and work the flake instead of the whole piece here. I don't know if I can, we'll see. Well, let me stop being lazy and take out my tool. It's got some weird stuff in it. Look at that. See that weird brown? All right, let me test the other piece before I start working on anything. Just curious what this looks like. It's like an olive green black. So what do you guys enjoy better? Do you like when I work down a whole piece into a spall and then into like a biface, or do you guys like when I work on the flakes taken off like that? Let me know so I know what you guys want to see. I have not seen this olive kind of rock before, so kind of excited to see how it works, what I could come up with here. Kind of grainy inside. This might be a tough one. If I could get something from it, it'll be a pretty stone. It's not really flaking how I would expect it to, but it is working. Kind of highly irregular piece here. See what I could do with it. Seems a little chalky, so it might be brittle. I don't know yet, so I'll just be careful with it. That bump is going to be a problem. some of it. There we go. So the top is very chalky, the bottom is more agreeable. Trying to attack that turtle back. And my nail is come a little loose in this. Got rid of some of it. That'll do it. That'll get rid of most of it. You can see the turtle back there, mostly gone. All right. Not exactly great quality on this, but it's working. This seems pretty brittle near the tip, so it might break, but we're gonna see what it has in it anyway. This is where I always break it. Straightening up the base. It's definitely more flint in this one than the last piece I worked, the shale. It's pretty brittle near the tip. So we're going to be extra careful near the tip. Yes, it is definitely pretty chalky up there. All right. That flew and hit me in the face. If you're doing this, wear your safety goggles. There we go. Got rid of some of the chalky shell at the tip. Some of it, at least. I was looking at more artifacts in the northeast here, and I did see a lot of stuff made from really less than perfect materials. I'm really curious, like, if I notched this and hunted with it, how would it compare to, say, the glossier material? Just curious about things. Let's try it here. It's a big mess right here. Once again, I'm afraid to hit it because I'm getting thin now. Jeez. There we go. It's a little better. That is perfect. Nice. It's a small spot here in the middle. That's a little thicker, but I think that's pretty good. Try to run some flakes on the opposite side. Just a few. All right. A lot of times this cruddy rock is like a puzzle to me. That's the best that's gonna get. All right. That is bad news. This thing will only last like one shot if you fire it. If that. But I'm trying out new materials, so let's see. I'm trying to think of how I can, yeah. Let's see what I can do. All right. Looks better. There's some weird cracks right in the middle. See all this? But again, we're just seeing what we could come up with here. Tip came right off. All right, well, at least it's more into the cherty part. It's really hard for me to run the long flakes with just pressure. It's easier for me to get them with indirect. All right. See the junk in there. Ignore the elk in the neighbor's yard. That's a joke. Sounds like he's cutting wood. Sounds like an elk though. All right. Try notches. Important part of testing this rock is if they can be notched. If they could be notched, you could probably use it. if you need to. The other part is you want to make sure that you can make the tip sharp. If you feel it and it does not feel sharp to you, then don't use it. But if you feel it and it feels like it could cut you, then it's good to go for the most part. I'm gonna put corner notches in. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's notching okay. It's brittle. Definitely brittle. Okay, I'm gonna do video 1 and video 2. Let me, this just doesn't look right. Looks like the ear got blown off a little bit. Yep, there is damage in there. Not too bad. Fishy point. All right. So I'll experiment more with this stuff. See that? And I had some requests of people wanting to buy these in the comments last night. And if you want to, I will sell them for cheap. Just these little points. Unless, you know, I specify that I'm gonna put it on one of my arrows, you guys are free to make an offer. Just trying to straighten up some spots that don't look so strong. All right, let's just hold it by the tip. Subpar rock, part 1. Yes, that would work. Might only get 1 or 2 shots out of it though, because this one is brittle. All right, I'm gonna do another video.